Hi guys, the FFX Hunter here. I hope you all having a great weekend, that you chilling, resting from your jobs, having a good time with your families, your hobbies, and doing the things which are important in our life. I'm preparing the trading plan for us, and then I will enjoy my weekend. So the following plan for the 25 February till 2nd March 2018. And let's start as usual with the dollar index. But the first, I have a lot of questions from the people. They asking me what is my strategy, what I'm trading, what is this trading style. So I will try to describe it just a little bit. What is it all about? So I'm watching 4 time frames, as I describe it here. In the left top corner, I have a monthly chart. In the left bottom corner, I have a weekly chart. Top right corner daily chart, and top bottom corner is a 4 hours chart. And I'm actually watching the confluences between the charts. I'm using the trend lines, which are not like typical trend lines. I have a special rules how to draw these trend lines. As well, what I'm drawing is the supply and demand zones, which are something a little bit different than classic support and resistances, and they work a little bit different. And but I will not be explaining this in this video. Then I will be later maybe doing some webinars when I will explain more. As well, I'm using the market profile and the volume, which I cannot show on the dollar index, but here, for example, on the Aussie, we can have a look. So I have set up in this trading view platform. When I double click, it shows me the volume in all time frames. So I'm actually as well watching the volume. This is a very important indicator for me, because it's not based on the price, but this is some different information which I'm getting from the market. As well, I'm using the market profile, which you can see here, and here on this 4 hour charts. It's actually giving me just the clue where is the most, on the which price is the most traded. So this could be high potential the levels where could market come back. And all of these I put to the confluences, and then I'm doing the decisions. As well, you asked me for the what is these colors on the candles. Basically these colors are the engulfing candles. That means that this candle, for example, engulfed the candle before with whole body cover at it. It's not any signal as now buy or short, but it tells me that there on the market happens something what is very strong, what could be strong bearish activity. Yes. So the engulfing candles are for me very important candles, but it's not the signal. So I see the engulfing candle. It doesn't mean that I enter the market immediately. It's just the part of the my strategy. And another thing which gives me clue what is happening. And I have to put everything into the in together to decide how to take a trade. And then it's working pretty well. And of course, I'm not right every time, but for this reason we must use the perfect risk management and the money management, and then we can be profitable in the long-term basis. So now let's get back to the analysis, and start with the dollar index. So the dollar index, we can see on the monthly chart that we broke through the 3 years low, as I said a couple of weeks ago. And now the monthly candle doesn't produce any big movements, because if we look to the weekly, we are actually sitting in this demand zone where we consolidating. And on the weekly, it's happening something similar, but we already breaking through this trend line. There is a little bit the market is trying to break through it. So let's see in the following week what's gonna happen. But I believe that the dollar index will be doing some correction. Will be doing the correction before the strong sell-off will come back. So I think the following weeks dollar could be strong. Aussie dollar, we have monthly nice uptrend, weekly uptrend, but it's overextended, and with this strong engulfing candle here creating a supply zone. Now it's not actually moving, now it's actually on the daily moving sideways, and I believe this pair could still continue lower, because the strong dollar could take it lower. I believe that some area around this 0.7876, something like that, where could more longs from the institutions could come in the game. So for the moment, I have a trades. I have two shorts in there, but I don't take any trade because now it can go up or even down. So now I'm waiting what's gonna happen, and then I will act. Euro dollar monthly uptrend in the supply zone, weekly uptrend in the supply zone as well, the bouncing. Daily we already broke the trend line, creating new supply zone, and there's just a question of the time then this demand zone will be removed and the market will continue still lower. Last week on the FOMC there was a nice supply created, the market went up, and then strong rejection. There was a lot of sellers coming into the game, they entered the game, and the market is dropping. So they retested this area, and again the rejection. So I believe now it could continue lower, but if you don't have a shorts yet, wait till the market might come higher before entering another shorts. Pound dollar monthly uptrend in the supply area, weekly uptrend bouncing from the supply area and consolidating, daily uptrend bouncing from this supply area on the weekly and retesting, and here's a little bit different situation than on the Aussie and Euro, and I believe the market still can go up and retest this area again, because the trend on the daily is a bit different angle, and I believe there could be some still another retest before market could drop lower. Kiwi dollar, we have monthly uptrend, retesting again the previous supply zone from the July last year. Weekly we have overextended uptrend, which is now consolidating, so now it's unclear, it still can go up, or even if they break lower it can go lower. Daily we can see this consolidation from the weekly more clear, so it seems like the market wants to retest these lower demand zones, and I believe it will do, but we need to see the clear break through this consolidation zone. So for the moment I don't take any trade. Dollar yen monthly downtrend, weekly downtrend, but we are close to the demand zone, so it's late to enter the shorts, and the weekly we have as well the downtrend, but for this moment, if what I see on the 4 hours chart, what's the volume telling me, I don't see any volume here. The market is in some indecision. There's obvious that it's downtrend and it will continue more down to this demand zone, but what could happen first, it's that the market could go higher, and then they could come to try to penetrate this demand zone again. So for this moment I would be looking for the shorts, but a bit higher, not right now, because it's not so clever to enter the shorts on the low. So when market comes higher to 110 area, then I will short. If it first go down, then I will be looking for the longs if the volume says so and the price action. Dollar CAD monthly downtrend, sitting in this demand zone, which seems to be taking a control. Weekly we break through the downtrend, and the demand zone is in a control, but I still don't have a uptrend confirmed. For the uptrend I need one leg down and create a new higher high, which still didn't happen yet. So I believe the market will come to test this monthly trend line. yes, but not so quickly. I think that there will be some more possible move a bit lower for to create a new demand, and the institutions enter to the market for the better price before it continues higher. So I have prepared in my group the long trade a bit lower. So when the market drops here, I'm taking the longs. If the market will go up without me, which is happening at the moment, I don't have any stress. It can happen. You cannot always take all trades. So if it goes higher without making this correction on the weekly, then I will be looking to short it here, because in this case happened that we will see the overextended trends without the corrections, without clear structure, and mostly these trends doesn't last for a long time. So what could happen if on the weekly we still continue up, then we potentially see here the strong engulfing candle and then all the way down. So for the moment, I'm looking for the buy for the long lower. So it was majors. Now continue with the gold. Gold is in the nice uptrend on the monthly time frame, and I believe my long-term target is 1600, which I think is reachable, but it's gonna take a time, and it will needs to be very patient to hold the trades for so long distance. But I believe some traders can do it. So for the moment, on the weekly I have uptrend as well, but in the supply zone where I can see some bounces. On the weekly we can see that the gold is on the daily, we can see that the gold is weakening, retesting this supply zone and dropping lower, and creating new demand zone. But I believe this price section is weak, and we could drop much lower before the longs, before the institution will be taking the longs, and we will go with them. So for the time being, I'm short. If you didn't short higher here, don't take a short now, because, or maybe if you trading the breakout strategy, but I don't trade this. So I believe the gold could go to 200 to 100 to 1280 areas, something like that, and their potential move up again. So that's the situation on the gold. Oil is a bit similar, because it's as well have dependencies on the dollar. So monthly we have nice uptrend creating new high, and now I think there is a lot of profit taking. So that's why on the weekly we can see this drop to this supply zone, and now we're going to retest this trend line on the weekly, which was broken. So for the time being, I believe that the oil could go a bit higher, but around the 70 area I will be looking for the shorts to go to much lower, somewhere around the 50, 58, 56 areas, where potential more short, more longs for the long-term trades up will be nice to take. Aussie cat, this chart is very strange at the moment. Monthly we have broken trend line, downtrend line, and market is 2 months moving up, but the price action, if we look to the weekly, it's creating nice structure, but and on the daily as well. But 4 hours is a little bit strange, and we saw some weakness after the inflation news on these Fridays. But for me, the weekly chart is stronger than daily and 4 hours, obviously. So if I see the uptrend on the weekly chart, I still believe the market can go higher. In our group, we have free trades, 3 positions in our trading room, and even though we are not making the new high this week, we didn't close below the trend line. So I can see that there could be some drop lower, and then potential more move up on the Aussie cat. Aussie franc, monthly uptrend, weekly downtrend, because we created a lower low, lower high, lower low, but we are sitting on the daily demand zone and breaking through the trend line. And if we look on the 4 hours volume, we can see these levels where the volume is coming in, and I believe there will be more potential move up as a pullback trade. I spoke about this trade last week, but we can see that it was actually moving only the sideways for a whole week, and only a couple pips into the positive trade, then back again. But anyway, as more the accumulation, as more time the accumulations take, then the potential move is more stronger. So be patient and wait. I think the upwards move is high potential to come. Aussie Kiwi, we have monthly uptrend, but this strong supply zone is now in the control and creating this down move. On the weekly, we have created a nice downtrend, and but on the daily, we are sitting in the demand zone. As well, the volume tell us that as we saw this downtrend move, there was more volume coming, which is like a stopping volume. So I believe there could be correction upwards, like a pullback trade to test this trend line and supply zone. As well, here we can see this movement on the daily. We could go up again, and then potentially take a short here. But before I take a long here, I will need to see some confirmation, some bullish candle, some nice bullish candle, engulfing candle, removing these opposites price action, and then I will be entering on the correction. Yeah. Aussie yen, we have monthly nice uptrend, but we are a couple of months in this strong supply zone, and finally this month the market breaks lower, and as well we can see it on the weekly. And this market a little bit upset me, because we had nice positions building, we had like 3 positions, and when we closed them in small profit, because I didn't believe that the market will drop lower for somehow, and so we closed them, and the next week, bam, market dropped without us. So it happened, but we should not be looking back for the past trades, and we should focus for the new opportunities. So for the moment, we have on the weekly downtrend, on the daily downtrend, a little bit the movement is now a little bit limited. But what I think is happening at the moment is that we can see some consolidation coming in, and we can see some volume, like a stopping volume, but I still don't believe that there is a chance to go up, because what could happen is that the markets could start to do some consolidation and then break higher, which could be a trick to take a, it could be something like a bull trap to take a people into the longs, and then they will go lower to the levels where is the demand zone, where the institutions trading, and where they will be taking a longs. So for me in this moment, I don't do anything, but I'm watching the market closely for the more opportunities when it drops lower, or if it creates some nice volume candles and some engulfing candles. So I don't take any action at the moment. Euro cap, nice monthly uptrend, bouncing from the monthly supply zone. In the weekly, we have a uptrend as well in the supply zone, so no longs. And on the daily, we can see nice engulfing candle trying to break through this trend line. So I should change it like this, because it's almost broken. As well, on the 4 hours, it's already happening. So let's change this trend line as well. I forgot to update it. And so I will be potentially looking for the shorts, but I will need more confirmation. So I want to see the break here, removing this level, which could still bounce it back again. So I want to see this break through this, then retest, and then I will be taking the shorts. So Euro CAD shorts after the confirmation. Euro Aussie, we have nice monthly uptrend, weekly nice monthly uptrend, which is already in the weekly supply zone, and daily we have uptrend, and the 4 hours we are breaking and consolidating through this around this zone. So for the time being, now I see that on the monthlies there is still space to go to the monthly demand zone, yes, monthly supply zone, sorry, which is stronger than this weekly. And if we look on this weekly demand zone, that means that actually, what is it? It's here. Look, if I do this one, so if I draw it here, sorry, here, so there is still space to go higher, yes, but I don't think it would be clever to take a long now here on the top. So I believe that the market could drop, and there from this daily demand zone I will be taking the longs to retest this monthly supply zone. But for time being, I believe the market could drop lower, so I have a short already on the Euro Aussie, and I believe it will drop for this couple pips lower. This is something like 300 pips traded, it's possible, and then in the next weeks, 3 weeks it could go higher again. Euro yen monthly, we have overextended uptrend, creating this nice engulfing candle, which is strong. This is strong selling signals for me, because it's close to this weekly demand zone as well, supply zone as well, with the engulfing candle breaking through this price action. And on the daily we can see as well this bearish consolidating channel. I believe that the bears was accumulating the power while they was taking a market higher. When actually the market was here in this accumulation, and then they break lower, I was in the shorts, and then they take us higher again, so I took the stop loss, and now it's breaking lower. But I believe that this is still early to shorts. I would wait for the pullback a bit higher, and then I would take a short. So Euro JPY, I believe that it could be very nice short for couple weeks. Euro pound monthly uptrend, then now we are in couple months in consolidation. Weekly this chart is doing nothing, it's moving up and down. As well we can see same thing in the daily, so I don't do nothing in this chart. Actually I have only one short. I took the short, and but with just for a couple hundred pips, I think it's 100 something, 400 pips, exactly 110 pips, and then I will not be doing anything, because this is really unclear scenario. It could go up or down, and this is not clear, and it doesn't come easily into my trading plan, what I'm doing before I taking a trade. So unclear scenario, don't do nothing. Euro Kiwi monthly uptrend, bouncing from this supply zone, now in consolidation. On the weekly we are in 1 2 3 4 almost 10 weeks in the consolidation, and I don't know, I don't understand this chart, so I don't do nothing. I could take some longs on the 4 hours chart if the volume says so. So maybe yeah, there could be some pullback trade a bit, but the scenario is unclear for me, and I just write it here for me, so I don't do no trades on the Euro Kiwi for the moment. Pound Aussie monthly consolidation, but it created new high, so I must say that it's uptrend, but it's not so clear uptrend. Weekly we are in the broken trend line, and now we are in the area of the supply without failing creating new high. So this could bring us much lower, because this is the market weakness. And on the daily we have broken trend line consolidating. On the 4 hours market is taking us higher, and the volume says that this could actually market is going higher, volume is lowering. So now I would wait more for the confirmation, but I see the potential move downwards, but it could go a bit higher before. So pound Aussie, I wait for confirmation. Pound Kiwi, monthly uptrend with engulfing candle, and then 2 months following in the range. As well, we can see it on the weekly, but we can see more clear that there is another engulfing candle with strong volume and is being retested. So pound Kiwi, we could go lower, and we could go lower. But for the shorts, I will wait if the markets come back to the supply zone again, and then I could take a shorts. Pound cat, consolidation with the demand zone in the control. Weekly uptrend, bouncing from the supply zone. Daily we can see that there was the effort to break this trend line from the supply zone, but the market created new high. Actually, I must update my trend line. My trend line should be now like this, so it's still not broken. This was the high, previous high, which we break this week. So so the shorts is maybe too early, and I will wait how the market will believe on this daily supply zone, and if it breaks higher, then I could not take a short. So to take a short now, it would be maybe too quick decisions. However, the volume still say it still can go higher, so I will wait for now, even though we are in the weekly demand supply zone. So this could be broken, because actually we can see that we have the one test, second test, a third test, and this is different than the supports. So the classical supports, we say okay 3 times and it still holds, so it's strong support. Demand supply demand zones, it works different. So how many times it's penetrated, it's more potential that it will be penetrated and broken. So for the moment I don't do nothing, waiting. Yeah, pound yen monthly uptrend with a nice engulfing candle, and as well on the weekly we breaking this trend line with the engulfing candle. On the daily we are already broken through, sitting on the demand zone. So now the potential pullback trade higher to retest this daily trend line for a couple pips, and then potentially drops lower to the areas around 142, something like that. So this could be nice short trade, but it's early for now, and I wait for the pullback, and then I will be taking the shorts. And on the 4 hours chart, I could take a long. I actually have a long trade in my platform. Kiwi cat, monthly downtrend, bouncing from the demand zone, which is in the control in the moment, and the market from the monthly view is somewhere in the middle. Weekly we are bouncing from this supply zone, and the daily as well bounce from the daily supply zone with the engulfing candle. So the Kiwi cat for the time being could be short, but not so quickly, because first we must break this daily trend line. So for the moment I wait for the confirmation. CAD yen, monthly uptrend, broken trend line, with the strong candle, and weekly actually it's already created the downtrend, and with the nice two strong engulfing candles, but we are bouncing from the demand zone, and on the daily as well sitting in the demand zone. So for this moment I will be looking for the potential pullback trade, but what I want to see, I want to see the volume which is nicely rising here. You can see this small engulfing candles here coming in the game with the volume rising. So what I need to see, I need to see some strong candle, then the retest, and then taking the pullback trade up. So for the moment I still have to wait for the opportunity which could happen during the week, and there I will be looking for the longs. And the last one is a Kiwi yen. So on the monthly this is really unclear scenario, it's up and down, nothing clear happening. On the weekly we have downtrend, but close to this demand zone as well. On the daily it's more like consolidation, then breaking lower, not creating lower low from this past low, close to the demand zone. 4 hours nothing, this chart is pure mess. So I don't do nothing in this trade, in this pair for this moment, and I will wait for the confirmation. Okay, so let's have a look for the news. So the following week will be pretty exciting. We will have a Draghi speaking, we will have a Fed Shell and Powers on the Tuesday, as well on the Thursday. There will be as well the Carney speaking. We will have a gross domestic product from the Canada, as well from the US, and there will be Prime Minister May speaking on the Friday. So the Friday will be a lot about the pound, and the following week, the next one, is even the much more exciting. Actually, the non-farm payrolls, which are mostly the first Friday every new month, are moved to the Friday on the 9th March. So there will be a lot of these things about the dollar, as well the Canadian unemployment rates will be on the Friday. Thursday we will have the Bank of Japan, European Central Bank press conference. Wednesday will be Bank of Canada, as well the gross domestic product from the Australia, Central Bank Australian. So the following 2 weeks we will have a lot of volatility. There will be a lot of potential to make profits or to lose the profits if we are not ready, but we are ready. And yeah, this is it. So the last thing, guys, I want to invite you to my new website, where I have a lot of information about me, what I'm doing with my programming teams, with my programmers, about our algorithmic trading. As well, you can find there all the analysis, the previous analysis. I have to upload this analysis, obviously it's not there yet. There is as well the blog, where I'm posting the new stuff about the trading, or about some indicators which we are programming and developing with my team. As well, here's about the broker where I trade, and below here is the contact form. So if you have any questions, or if you're interested in the whatever, you can just drop your details and contact me. So I will try to answer very quickly, which I'm actually doing every day. So yeah, as well, you can join here my free Telegram channel easily by just clicking this button, and you will join us. So there is already 1200 people. I want to thank everyone who is following me, and thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on other social media, and I see you on the markets on the Monday.